The team are fabulous. They're so positive about what they're doing. They really support each other, you know, they empathise and look after the student needs and make sure they give the right information at the right time.
I think the important thing for the university is to get that service excellence culture embedded in absolutely everything that we do.
Our ethos is really getting involved on the ground level. It's about representing Bournemouth University. It's about showing that the students that we care, that they're, you know, have trained all year for this match. Just walking out, getting out behind your desk, seeing what's going on, and talking to customers and getting that feedback on board.
So as I was saying about how it should be displayed if it was on a portal, I would have, for example, say,
The advice I would give to others in inspiring an ethos of excellence would be to lead by example and embody service excellence principles yourself.
All of the frontline service assistants in the library have done the First Impressions course and they've all found it really valuable. Jo Day did a project where she was trying to improve the welcome that we give to both students and visitors within the library.
It's a nice space and people come in and they go, wow, this is a lovely space. But now where do I go? So with my interior design ideas, just to bring all of the resources we have together and make it interactive and immediately there as you walk in.
The student service has really helped us with the website. We can check our placements prior to going.
It's really useful to have that one point of contact. I can go in, I can actually look at sickness, absence, I can find out where they are.
We're more confident when we arrive because we know what to expect.
As an academic, I think we play a great role in service excellence, not just in front of the students in the lecture theatre, but also everything that surrounds that unit. So, for example, the use of the VLE to make sure additional material is available.
A lot of the initiatives that I've got involved in, particularly like online marking and things like that, have been a saviour, because you think at the outset, oh gosh, this is going to be so hard to learn it for the first time, but once you've picked it up, you actually can measure the amount of time it saves you by doing it.
To undertake those projects identified in the first impression sessions, and also be prepared and prepare your teams for hard work when you're making improvements.
Just on a lower level, and therefore you can feel overwhelmed.
I think working on the toolkit has been an amazing opportunity for me, and the reason for that is because it's all about service excellence. It's all about being proactive and not reactive. And so as a department, if we can help students to be the best that they can, then we need to be the best that we can.
Make that moment memorable for them, you know, go a little bit above and beyond just being there to help them.